Greg and I will do a 1 minute improv scene of us being two cockneys looking for a taxi. It's over there. It's over there. There's the taxi.
Oi!
Oh, she.
Oi!
Where's the taxi?
That's all we would say. We'd just say, oi! Oh,
It's that fucking taxi just went past us.
Fire!
Hey, what are you doing over there? I mean, his Cockney accent is a whole nother level.
They're both horrible.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Shave so rarely. A can of shaving cream lasts me 7 years.
Yeah, the other half of the time I'm just using scissors to just clean up.
Scissors?
Yeah.
I've never had to scissor my beard.
You use scissors to clean up?
Well, because I have like patchy Asian face.
Yeah.
So it's like
You get like the
it's
one
annoying.
long one.
I get like one long hair here, and then like it's like a short little patch of hair here, and then it's like
The other half of that one over
yeah,
here.
exactly. So I just go in with little scissors, clean it up.
You've gone through so many different looks in the maybe like 13 years that I've known you.
Oh right.
You've gone through so many different looks, and correct me if I'm
That's all
wrong.
funny.
You're wrong.
You pull off every single look.
Oh, no, he's right about that.
You're wearing
thank
like
you.
black overalls, or everything that you wear.
Oh, thank you.
It just works. You've been have you been fashionable since you were a kid?
Yeah, yes.
I've always been like into like the scene, and as far as like the cultural aspect of fashion, and kind of like getting into like streetwear / like Gore-Tex type of like stuff like that lately. Been like, I don't know, because it's like as much as like I look back to like what I used to dress, and I was just like, I think my peak, I want to say, was like middle school. When I was like
just gonna say
super
that.
punk rock, and I was
Yeah.
just like, fuck yeah,
Painting your own jackets,
Yeah.
putting your own studs
That's
on
definitely
there.
my peak right there.
Fuck
but then,
yeah, bro. That's punk rock.
And then like through high school, I thought like, oh, I'm like literally a member of the Strokes. And so I was like super cringe, and I was just like, fucking.
If someone were to Photoshop you
so embarrassing,
Literally a member.
in a band pic with the Strokes,
with the Strokes,
not the
Right.
hard.
They'd
the
be
mo-
like, that's the sixth member of the Strokes.
yeah, the most
that's
hardcore
Greg.
member would not say anything.
yeah, I thought it was so cool.
Only real fans know who that one is.
Dude, yeah, you're like the secret
Which
member.
they kind of dressed like early like 50s like rockabilly
I love
guys,
it.
but
Fucking
European style. But
But they found that clothes in a trunk in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You were dressing
so-
so advanced at such a young, like middle school, and like studying your own leather jackets and knowing like what clothes are supposed to fit you properly.
Yeah.
Because I was not dressing like that at all. I thought I was super cool with like my Dada shoes. Look it up. Dada Supreme shoes are a real
Right,
thing.
right.
They're so unpopular
Supreme
that their Instagram account does not have the blue check mark, because I think they're slowly dying off.
That's embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing, but I'll rock it.
Yeah.
Do you still have them?
I remember you used
don't
to
know
rock
where it
the
is.
Converse a lot
I used to
with
wear
the big ass
Converse.
tongue.
No, you used to
Those
have
are clean.
PF Flyers, didn't you?
I did have. This is.
I was jealous of those too. Those are clean.
You guys should have gone some PF Flyers. They're very comfortable.
Run faster, jump higher.
Yeah, I mean, I still ran slow and jumped low, and so it didn't help me athletically at all. But I felt kind of cool until
Felt
some
pretty
people were
cool.
people would call them like, "Those are fake Chucks." And I'm like, fuck you,
Dude, no.
try it on.
Chucks are the fake version of
PF
PF
Flyers.
Flyers.
They're the cheap version of PF Flyers.
They were like, those were like the OGs. Like you see the PF Flyers and fucking the Sandlot. You don't see
Yeah.
Converse. Like,
way,
come on.
dude.
I mean, Chucks,
Such much our yeah.
they have a classic look,
Yeah.
but they do not support your feet at
No.
all.
You know what I think is the craziest part about them?
What?
Is when they first came out, those were like the advanced basketball shoes.
Chucks?
Yeah.
Which is weird to think about.
I think
It's
like,
like
when
oh,
it was just white people playing, they're like, yeah, Chucks, this will make you play better.
so
It's like
uncomfortable.
no support
A
at
way to
all.
give you flat feet. Like
Gives you flat
after
feet.
like 5 times after wearing them. Just
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
I might as well
Oh,
just
my
cut my
knees.
feet off.
You might as well just roll your ankle before you put them on, because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
When I first started running, like right before I lost weight, I didn't own a pair of running shoes because, I mean, obviously I didn't wear running shoes because I didn't run.
Hey, we could have guessed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have guessed. So I was running in like
Vans, and they
Woof.
were destroyed. And I was like, I could get through it.
No.
Lost a good like 30 pounds with Vans before I got some like decent running shoes.
Yeah.
So, I'm not knocking them completely, but my ankles were non-existent.
That's why you don't have
yeah.
ankles now.
Are you saying my kneecaps just connect straight to like my feet?
I think your shin just goes straight to your foot. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, welcome to another episode of
ICBTB's
ICBTB's Highly
Highly Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. We have a very, 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 very special guest here in the studio.
Friend of the show, friend of the life that we have.
Just a life friend in general.
Familia.
Yes.
The famiglia mia is how the Italians say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Boys and girls, put your hands together and then take them apart and then put them together and then take them apart and then put them together and take them apart and then put them together and
And
take
if
them apart. and
you're
put
a
them
fifth
together and take them
grader,
apart.
go vertical, call it alligator style.
Ooh.
Do it however the hell you want.
And if you're really clever, go in a circle and we'll give them a round of applause.
Yes, but if you're a grown adult and you're doing that, you go through life because
You
got
better
some
be
shit
in
to
your
do.
car waiting in traffic clapping for this man because it is
Greg Salais. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday to you. To you, Greg. Happy birthday
Okay.
to you.
Okay,
to
we'll
you,
stop
Greg.
there. We'll stop
I'm
there.
blushing.
Happy birthday,
I guess we're going.
dear Greg. That's you.
That's you.
Happy birthday to Greg.
Oh my goodness.
And many more.
Oh, thanks, guys.
On Channel 4 and Scooby-Doo on Channel 2 and a big fat lady on Channel 80.
Is that a thing?
I've
What?
never.
I'm sorry. Have you guys?
I've never gone that
Never
far.
heard
I
of
thought you were going to
I've
keep
never
going.
gone
with
that
it. I'm
far.
so
No,
sorry.
dude, that's
Shit,
why I stopped a
my
long
bad.
time ago.
Fuck.
I've
Maybe
never
it's-
gone that far.
I am so sorry. Happy birthday, Greg.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thank you.
You can't see in the camera, but we do have balloons behind you. Greg, why don't you read those balloons behind us? What do they say?
69.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice.
I asked Alejandro to go buy those balloons, and
Was that on purpose?
no, I
didn't
was
think about it
willing to do
either.
it.
I didn't think about it either until I go to Party America. Party America? Party store? Party Central? Party store?
Party City.
Party City. Wow. I go to Party City and I'm standing in line and I go, hey, I just want to get a couple of balloons. And she goes, oh yeah, sure. What balloons do you want? I go, I want a 9 and a 6. She goes, okay, sure. She goes back. She goes, we're out of the silver 6-9. Do you want a pink 69? And I was like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'll take the pink 69. She comes back. She rings it in, realizes what she has now just said to me, hands me the 69, and I just go,
She winks
Thank
at you.
you.
Oh, here you go.
I'll meet you behind in 10 minutes. My break's in 10 minutes. I have to go to some other dude and have him fill it up for me, and I hand him the 69, and he's just like,
You want me to take care of this for you?
bing. I'm just like, yeah, go ahead. No, it was awkward.
Dude, we had to.
Nice.
We had to go all out. We decorated the studio for you because
Yeah.
it's your birthday and we love you so
really
much.
cute.
We don't have
Thank
just
you.
one happy birthday
Banner?
banner. We
Yes.
don't have 2 happy birthday banners.
We
have
have
3
hung
happy
up.
birthday
wow.
banners.
That one's missing the Y, so
That was just happy birthday.
happy birthday. Yes.
Happy birthday to
All right, dude. So you haven't been on the show in like literally right before the pandemic. I think it was February,
that's
right
right.
before the pandemic
That's
hit.
right.
Do you remember the movie?
It was The Room.
Yep, the classic
That's
Tommy
right.
Wiseau,
Another.
The Room, man.
When I first met Greg, I thought he wouldn't like me because I wasn't a girl that he could have sex with.
When I first met Greg, I thought he would really like me because I had titties just like girls that he would have sex with.
When I first met Greg, he shook my hands and I thought to myself, I'll never watch this again. And immediately I had to go to the hospital because my hand was infected.
When I first met Greg, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was gravity or just a miracle of nature, but my pants fell down.
When I first met Greg, I don't know if it was gravity or a miracle of nature, but my pants not only fell down, but my mouth fell onto his mouth. And we just kissed and kissed and kissed.
When I first met Greg, oh my gosh, since he was wearing leather jackets, I was scared of him, but since he was so attractive, I was also attracted to him. So I can't tell if it was a boner or a fear boner. Greg, what'd you think about us when you first met us?
It's I don't know. I just thought you were nice guys.
What a fucking idiot.
You, Greg.
You're
I'm
so
sorry
dumb, Greg.
that I appreciate personalities more than looks.
I appreciate that.
But at the same time, I am only friends with very attractive people. So
Nice. No
So we
fatties
made
allowed.
the cut. Hey. Welcome back, dude.
What? Oh, thank you.
So what's up? Like, just give
Happy
us
to be here.
a quick synopsis of like what the pandemic's been like for you. You're a family man now. I mean, you've been a family man, but you made another human.
Yeah, another human
Yes.
has entered the realm. Pretty exciting. Yeah,
Don't get too excited now here.
yeah. Because Carla and I were like, dude, is the world ending and you're pregnant? This is kind of sucky.
Yeah.
That's worst case
For
scenario.
like a literal that thought went into our minds like, oh shit, this might suck, but yeah, it just ended up being like perfectly fine. Yeah, like her Olive came out like super easy. Yeah, so
And what about the baby?
went super smooth. Dude, she's thick.
Nice.
Oh, you got a
Yeah.
thick baby?
Yeah.
A lot of cartilage
She's
on
like
that one?
she was already like twice the size that Isabel came out as. So we're like,
Really?
Little marshmallow man.
damn, yeah, she's swole baby.
Dude, Isabel
So-
was like, she's like
She was tiny.
she's
she was
like very poquito.
You would think she was like premature, but she was just so fucking tiny for like just a newborn like, baby. So
Well, how old? Olive now? 5 months, you said?
yeah, 5 months.
And she was a big baby?
Yeah, and dude, she's like 17 and a half pounds now. Something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude, she's a chunk.
That's-
Wow.
That's a
love
good,
it.
that's a
though.
good sized turkey.
I love it.
Were you a chunky
I
baby?
love it. I don't think so. No.
Skinny people usually were chubby babies.
Maybe I was.
Are you saying that I
I'm
was
not
a
sure.
skinny baby and I came out chubby later?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if it works
If
that
the
way.
shoe fits,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
It works that way.
You know, there's always I don't
Unless my cartilage just stayed on and like, it sucks to suck, man.
know. What is this whole thing about cartilage?
That's what babies are made of, dude. The
not-
rolls on their arms.
The rolls are fat.
Don't they have
No,
more?
that's like the nose is it's mainly
The nose is cartilage,
Don't they
yes.
just have more bones?
This is what it is. So
Because it's not connected.
the bones are not fully developed because it's still cartilage.
Yeah.
Your ratio of cartilage goes down as your bone density goes up.
But not all of their bones are cartilage.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, and
It's
the
all-
rolls are also fat. The fat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
you're-
rolls aren't cartilage.
You're breaking down what I'm saying. I've been
Because
saying
of
it
what
more
you-
of like a joke.
Okay.
Is all it is. I know
okay.
that they still have some adipose tissue to them.
I
but-
get confused sometimes. With your knowledge of babies because I do know sometimes, and I'm not saying this to be a dick. Sometimes your like knowledge of babies is not as high as like other people's babies' knowledge.
That's fine. I
So
mean,
that's
like,
why like I don't. So I don't know.
true.
Sometimes when you're saying like, oh, I think the baby's full of cartilage, I'm like, oh shit. Does Christian actually think these babies are full of cartilage?
I'm not gonna point at a baby and say like, "Hey, look at your cartilage." Is that what cartilage looks like?
No, but I would like
I
to
don't
see you with your wife when she finally gives birth and be like, you know what? I always thought this was full of cartilage.
What I want to do to a baby is take its
rubbery.
fat forearm and squeeze out the fat through its fingers like a tube of toothpaste because it just looks fun.
Yeah. That you
That's
think
the
that's how that
craziest
works.
visual I've ever thought of in my life.
I wish.
What's the best part about having kids?
Oh,
Getting-
they just they just make you happy.
I bet.
Nice.
I mean, unless like you're someone that didn't want to have kids, and then I don't know.
My dad says
That sucks for you.
My dad says the best part about having kids is making them.
Oh, the conception.
That is a pretty good part too. I have to say.
Depending on how long it lasted.
I do think it's interesting though, like when you do have a baby, everyone congratulates the man as well, right? But the man doesn't
Yeah.
really do anything. The man has like half a second of work, and then the rest of the time is on the baby.
Well, the
Yeah.
man has to hit the target.
No, yeah, no.
Not even.
It's a big target.
He's got to get close to the target. He's got 1 million shots, a billion shots.
Well, I mean, most guys just shoot blanks, so it's
That's
not,
possible.
It's not,
No,
it's-
that's true. A
it's
lot of
hard-
Mountain
or It's
Dew.
hard for some guys. Then
Some guys have soldiers that are just unable to move.
Yeah.
And some guys are pacifists. They don't make soldiers.
That's true too.
Yeah, you ever think about that?
I don't know. I hope I make a few soldiers, but not too many.
I would like my soldiers to be like Navy SEALs. So there's only 4 or 5 of them, but they'll fucking kill you.
Dude, my soldiers could be academic soldiers. They could be whatever they want.
Would
The
Those-
ones flying the drones?
would those soldiers be called seamen?
No, that's what the Navy would be called.
Oh,
For a little bit of history for the baddies that don't know who Greg is,
I don't know.
We've known you for such a long time. I started being way closer friends with you. We were all in the high school improv team
Mm-hmm.
together. We're going to be doing an improv scene later on, by the way, and I'm very excited for
hell
that.
yeah.
And what I remember from you is just you always know how to make me laugh. Look at that laugh.
Oh,
That laugh
thanks.
is very
Oh,
contagious.
thanks, guys.
Yeah, I've
appreciate
missed you so much. I mean,
missed you guys.
You've also, for the baddies out there that have our splatted ICBTB
Yes.
T-shirts.
Yes.
You're the man behind the
Yeah.
splat.
You're the man with the plan.
Yeah.
I've been like hella procrastinating on that because I've been trying to focus on other things, but definitely gonna
What,
switch
like your
over.
kids or something?
Oh, yeah, that too. I guess. But yeah, I'm like working on like switching it over to like another website and stuff too, so that way I can start just making it easier for myself. So I'm not like it's not like something that I'm like really stressing out over and shit like that. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
You have a lot of
you know,
projects going on.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like that's my biggest issue. I keep on like starting a project. I'm like,
No, what
something
is this?
procrastination, ADD. What? Huh? That's been like. That's been my
hard?
entire life.
You
so.
get passionate about something pretty easily, huh?
Yeah. Mostly just within the creative type of genre. I probably I do want to get more into like computer science eventually, but I mean that I don't really have the time for it right now.
Oh,
so,
that's a big time commitment.
Would rather just like focus on the things that's actually making me money. So
Yeah, because
like,
you're making a lot of concept art for a lot of artists out
Yeah,
there,
true.
Musicians and whatnot. You take headshots of people. You do so much.
yeah, I've been trying to like broaden my horizon. You know,
You got
stretch out my legs a little bit.
You got a thick
you know.
resume, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So
done a lot.
I've been working on that resume other than my actual work resume, which is like boring. I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, whatever brings
Who needs
you
a job?
happiness and like
Yeah,
some
exactly.
money, right?
As much as like I loved like shit like retail, like it's just like you really have to have like the right circumstances in order to like actually like really enjoy it. Which usually does happen, but it comes and goes. You know, it's
Yeah.
just it's like it's a lot of highs and like super lows. So it's just like, oh fuck, you know.
Yes.
So that's why I was just like, maybe I should just like do something that like, you know, like
Actually makes you happy.
yeah, like focusing like more on myself as far as like my crafts go, and you know, like I said, broadening my horizons and stretching my legs. So
Yeah.
and
And you've been doing like a great job at that.
yeah, thank you.
What would you say is, you say that you like to start a lot of things, you get passionate about like a lot of creative projects, and to the point where you're making a bunch of like projects, but with some of them you're not like taking it all the way because you're just busy now with a bunch of projects.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, and my kids. So
That too. You
yeah.
made two
It's
humans.
Just like yeah. So yeah, trying to keep my kids. That's been like my main focus this whole past year. Just trying to keep my kids happy and healthy and
Keep them alive.
making right. Which you wouldn't think is like, oh, it's not that hard, but it's like, you know, you actually have to cook the meals. You got to feed them, you know, you got to take them to the playground, make sure, you know,
you're a
especially during
legitimate daddy, yeah.
especially during a pandemic, you know, that was like my only thing. Cause like, you know,
Which is a blessing and a curse, from what I can see for like a father like you.
Yeah.
Is because like it sucks to not be able to go out and like see your friends because of the pandemic, but it does also allow you to have all this time devoted to your family.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like, you know, for the most part, just like focusing on like my oldest daughter's like, you know, mental health, seeing she's been okay, because she went almost damn near an entire year without seeing any of her friends, and like
Wow.
I feel really bad about that, you know, because
That's insane. I mean,
kids are like the biggest germ spreaders, so it's
For
like
sure.
I'm not gonna try to sit
seen
and
it.
explain to like a 3-ish-year-old about like, you know, there's a fucking deadly disease going around.
it'll
We
kill your
can't be like-
grandma and your teacher and everybody you
Seriously,
love.
seriously, no.
That's why you can't see your friends.
I'm not gonna traumatize.
Point to a drawing of a human,
Yeah.
and then point to a drawing of a skeleton, and be like, if you go out.
This is people. This is grandma.
Yeah, so,
Holy fuck, dude.
just been making sure, you know, that she's been happy, and you know, she's been like, you know, but thankfully she's been like super patient with me, and like, you know, she's just as big as an introvert as her mom, so she doesn't mind. She has her own games that she likes to play on her phone and stuff like that, and like, you know, we just started her on this like little like cute little like preschool like online class thing where, you know,
Hey.
there's this like, it's really cool. It's like this guy does this like huge group chat with like a bunch of these kids, and they're just like, oh, let's go on an adventure. Oh, did you find a rock outside? Oh, are you guys cavemen now? Ooga booga, and shit like that. So it's really cute.
That's important. That's like keeping
Yeah.
their creative juices.
Yeah.
You got to have people
Keep
like
it
that in
fun.
this world. I couldn't do that, but
Yeah.
the fact that there's people out there who do that day in and day out
I can imagine you being that guy though.
for a
Talking
little
to,
bit.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it day in and day out.
But that's why you could do it through Zoom. So
Unless
that
I was
like,
like,
Yeah.
Hey, are we
Yeah.
cavemen now?
That makes sense. What do you think? Like the cast of
Seriously,
Barney
though.
probably had to go through.
Yeah.
You think Barney was coked up?
Fuck yeah, dude.
dude,
yeah, dude.
The Blues Clues guy was on hella drugs. wasn't he?
Steve.
That's why they
Yeah,
fired
that's
him,
right.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's why they fired him.
He had to go to rehab.
That's
to
what
go
it
to
was. They
rehab.
called it college. We all knew Steve.
Don't they always?
Steve was doing something more than studying.
Steve liked to ski down the slope.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
This is all conjecture. We actually have no proof of this at all. I'm talking
know.
completely out
I'm
of
pretty
my
sure
ass.
there's a little bit of
Same.
proof. And even if the proof is real, if that evidence is real that he was a drug addict, he looks fine now. I think he's doing okay for himself.
Dude, like Pee Wee Herman.
You don't know.
Like, bro, like you had to have been like pretty fucking lit in order to do all that. To be like,
Maybe you just want to jack off.
talk to furniture.
I don't know.
Talking
God, dude.
furniture, just
Holy
writing
shit,
it
like-
alone.
Well, Pee Wee Herman's thing was like him just like, jacking off in that adult movie
That's
theater.
that was
the
fair,
real
that was
guy.
fair.
Yeah, the real guy. We're talking
real
about the
guy.
character
Oh,
of
the
Pee Wee
character.
Herman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
Well,
thought,
hey, he used to be for kids too, remember?
yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
That
That's
guy, do you think that actor was actually on drugs? Because when that whole campaign of like, say no to drugs, kids, like, this is your brain and this is your brain on drugs. That whole campaign
Wee
with
Herman was
Nancy
behind it?
Reagan.
Fuck Nancy Reagan.
She had also, or Pee Wee Herman had also done like a little ad was saying about.
Well, so did Mr. T,
anti-drugs.
and I bet you Mr. T was definitely smoking pot.
I mean, at least. Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
like weed was highly targeted at that during that time.
Look,
Yeah.
man,
This whole dark era, the war against drugs.
I
and
don't
stuff.
know anybody who lived through the 80s and didn't do coke.
Well, it was just a prominent drug. I'm
You
sure.
had to. If you lived through the 80s, you had to do coke.
Yeah,
if you-
it's a prominent drug.
If you could choose a decade, what decade would you want to
80s.
live in?
No, I'm just kidding.
80s is pretty dope though.
I know. I would want to live in the 20s.
Probably 80s or 90s.
Mm.
I've always like had an appreciation just for like as far as like a cultural aspect of the 80s. I've always liked to like the fashion designers that were really big in the time, like Jean-Paul Gaultier and who else? Like it would have been cool to like see like Andy Warhol at like a live exhibit or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
That would
Even
be
like
fun.
the
Any-
music too, like going
Yeah.
to like a club in the 80s with like the very disco pop synthy type of like music.
Hollywood
Exactly.
in the 80s must have been a
Disco was
sight.
like slowly dying, but like new wave was pretty cool, and like a lot of post punk type shit was coming out
Mm-hmm.
too. That like my mom basically grew up on. So
And the fashion was pretty impeccable.
yeah, it was definitely like broadening too. So
Like big
especially
hair.
like even like hip hop too was like starting to make a huge ass scene
Yes.
back in the 80s too.
I think-
so.
I think both me and Greg can connect on. I don't want to speak for you because maybe you do too, but I think me and Greg connect on the fact that like we're both secretly 80s babies. We're like we love the music and the culture of the 80s, and we know so much about the 80s. Yet we like grew up in like the
2000s,
yeah.
early 2000s.
So we're just like, yeah, it's cool.
Which
whatever.
is like so weird to think about. Like early 2000s is starting to become like the nostalgic era,
Yes,
and
dude.
it's just like
Y2K.
Oh my god,
That's weird.
The fact that
That's
Y2K has come back up as like a retro like phrase, like, well, I was born in Y2K, and like you were what?
What?
People they actually had kids in
In
Y2K,
2000.
like
Or how some of
world
the
is supposed
younger
to end.
generation will say you'll play a song that we just grew up with and they'll say, "Oh, you're playing an oldie right now." And like when I refer to oldies, I'm referring to like shit from the 60s or the 50s.
Right.
Like I don't even refer to like I could refer to the 80s or like 90s. Those are classics, right?
Yeah.
But like I heard a kid like hear like something from the early 2000s and they're like, "Oh, man, you're playing an oldie there." And
Yeah.
like I when I knew we were getting older was when I heard Nirvana on a classic rock station,
Oh right,
and I was
my
like,
God, that's
damn,
so weird.
like.
So
That's the end.
weird.
That's the end of the era. Like Kurt Cobain literally just rolled over in his grave. Like just
It's funny how like those like older musicians are just looked at as like cultural icons now, and just like, oh man, the fast die young, fucking so cool, dude.
you know what? I almost think our rock stars should live fast and die young because when they get old and fat, it's almost. I don't like seeing old fat rock stars. I don't like seeing old Ozzy. Old Ozzy makes me feel sad.
true.
You know what I mean? And like old Eddie Money, the first concert I ever went to was Eddie Money, and he was hammered, and he was just like out of his mind, and he was definitely super old, and it was just like this is sad. Like I like this isn't good. I would
Right.
rather see, I like Kurt Cobain go out with a blast.
You know what wasn't in too bad was seeing like the Spinners up in Napa, and they still got it for being old ass.
That's true.
Dudes.
I did
Like,
see the
holy
Temptations
shit,
once,
like,
and they make it work.
yeah. So I mean,
And it's all dependent, like if Well, the thing with like seeing a lot of Motown groups later on, they're usually most of the members are new members because the other members got
that's true.
old, fat,
Dead.
or drugged out, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
That's true.
yes, that's true.
That's
You're not
interesting.
wrong. You're not incorrect.
Like
because they lived like rock stars.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. I'm not mad about seeing a rock star or like like a famous musician from the past perform now if they're old and fat, but as long as they're taking care of themselves and they have
Yeah.
a good head on on their shoulders. Like
Yeah,
Elvis got real fat and like
Yeah.
drugged out and super weird and
yeah.
like his sideburns got too long.
Yes,
Yeah.
but his shows when he was fat were some of the best Elvis shows. Those were some of the best
Wiping his
fucking
forehead
shows.
full of hella sweat.
Yes.
Drenched.
When he's like
Yes.
yelling at his band, when he's like, "You guys didn't practice enough," and it's just like, "Fuck, Elvis, why are you doing this on
Like
stage?"
singing so hard, looks like he's about to shit himself.
Dude,
Just like,
one
oh,
of the
shit.
first
Screaming at
live
the
albums
audience.
I heard was Elvis's live
Live in
album.
Honolulu?
I think it was that one, and I wasn't even watching it. This is just me hearing it on long car rides, but I could hear how sweaty and out of breath he was. He just like a bridge over troubled water.
But honestly, prime Elvis.
Still, I wouldn't say prime.
Ah,
Fun, very fun, entertaining, but prime Elvis was like
it's a fact that in Vegas, of the Elvis impersonators, the fat Elvis impersonators get more pussy.
I mean, because that's like a really,
Yes, yes.
more so than like a
Skinny Elvis impersonator.
skinny Elvis.
Fat Elvis gets more puss.
Because real skinny Elvis, that guy was a sex symbol. I would say he was real sexy.
Yeah.
Except he was fucking little girls.
He did. I feel like
That was a problematic era for Elvis. Fucking.
Yeah, true.
When he met Priscilla, she was fucking 14.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
There's a
He
lot of
married
weird.
her at 15.
Yeah,
Well,
that's kind
well-
of weird.
well, that's like you could say that about like times are different. That's really bad. Let's
Yeah.
say that that's really fucked up.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and it's he's still bringing that to he brought that to his grave.
Yeah.
You know what? At least he married her, right?
You could count on Alejandro to make something fun super fucking depressing, and it makes me angry.
Everything sucks and nothing is good.
I don't like him for the fact I feel like he stole a lot of his like style off of Chuck Berry.
Sure.
And like,
Oh, yeah.
Chuck Berry is like, I don't know, just to me was like such an icon for being like a black guy in like rock and roll for the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It was just like super. That was like the beginning of like what actual like punk was. Just like super rebellious.
Doing
like,
doing the opposite of
rock,
what people want
like,
to do.
Yeah,
For
it was
sure.
like blues, but like it just had like fucking attitude and just like in your faceness. That was just
loud,
like
fast.
it's like fuck yeah.
It's
like,
cr- it's crazy. There's a lot of controversy with very popular white artists from the past or like even the present, like Eminem, because it's
Justin Bieber.
what's the line between like adopting
Appropriation.
a genre and or just culturally appropriating a genre, right?
yeah, exactly.
Like, does that prevent me being a vocalist? Do I have to distance myself from certain songs and genres because it was made popular by black culture or different cultures?
In different cultures. Yeah.
Well, why is it when they do that song, Tennessee Whiskey, and everyone says he stole that from Etta James, as opposed to saying that he is like
It's true.
referencing or like you know what I mean? What's the
Inspiration.
Using it as inspiration, or as like when Drake, people always say like Drake's like stealing straight up lines. Like, no, I think he's actually like he took that line from that song or took those two lines from that song, and then he's building his own song off. Now, that also being said, I don't think Drake writes any of his music.
It's a lot of gray area.
But still, it's like I don't think he's stealing it. I think he's trying to pay ode to that. But don't you think that guy? You don't think Drake's ever heard fucking NWA? Like you
Yeah.
think he's never heard that song before? Of course he has. So it's like I don't know. I do. There is a weird gray area of plagiarism and
Yeah.
honoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the other side of
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, gaining influence, expressing their influence, I should say. But some musicians, obviously, where like, their inspiration's a little bit too much on their sleeve.
Yeah.
It's like a lot more obvious than some. So
Sure, but I think everyone wears their inspiration on their sleeve. I think, especially when you start out. I know for a fact the way I started this podcast was almost exactly like last podcast on the left, because that's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
That was my favorite show, and that's what I
Right.
wanted to make
Yeah.
our show sound like. And to a point, we did for a little bit. At least I did.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like.
I'd only listened to a few episodes, so I mean, like
And that
that's
being
where you're
said,
drawing
though,
inspiration.
But the shows that you listen to, I can see the inspiration drawn on yours. Because when we first started the show, we would show each other what we were listening to.
Yeah.
Right? Because we would listen to very different.
I don't want to get
genre.
lost in to this for too long, but I get what you're saying. There is a difference though of drawing inspiration when making a show from another show and drawing humor from like your friends or from a comedian that inspires you. There is a difference. You're not stealing jokes, but you're honing your funny bone, you know, with their sharpening tools. Like it's only going to get more scrutinized. Art is going to get more scrutinized the more time progresses because we were becoming more politically correct. And until we hit a certain point where the pendulum's going to swing the other way.
Will it be more scrutinized, or will it give us the opportunity to be in our own bubbles?
I think it's gonna also like try to give us like a push to like try to become more like original in that sense.
Yeah.
Of just like, okay, like, you know, not being able to say certain things, but also like still being like really funny at it or like really just good at whatever that you are doing.
I find the hard part with PC culture and art in this moment of like, you know, we are so adamant on the fact that we want to give everybody a voice and everybody an opportunity except for those voices. So for me, it's like that weird, it's where that like double-edged dagger kind of comes in where it's like, but I thought you said everybody gets a voice. Yeah. So it's like, it's hard to say who does and who doesn't. Like, I think, and I've never been shy of it, but like, yes, they should get a voice, but if I don't like it, then I'm distance myself from them. They can do it over there.
This is all new too. Like I think
nobody's ever had a seat at the table before.
Dude, like as a society, we're just going through this as just like another Renaissance era as far as like socially and how we,
if not honestly
communicate as humans. So
if not the first Renaissance, truly. Because the Renaissance was an opportunity for them to get back to what they thought was the original culture, art, and lifestyles of the Greeks and the Romans. And they actually had everything wrong. That's why a lot of Renaissance sculptures are just naked marble. Yeah. Because that's what they thought the Romans and the Greeks did. But the truth is, the paint had actually come off of the Greek statues and the Roman statues. So they didn't really even know what they were doing. Yeah. This is the first time in history where humans have a chance to go back and look at history and learn from every single aspect that we have recorded. And we can truly use this as a Renaissance. Instead, we're using it to send dick jokes and, you know what I mean? Fucking let Russia elect our elections
Hell
and shit.
yeah.
Well, it's always human nature
to fuck it up.
We're always going to never practice what we preach. We always say, learn from your mistakes and learn from history because history made those mistakes for us. But instead, humans being flawed and just fucking beasts are ding-dongs. Yes, great word. They'll look at history, acknowledge it, and be like, let's do that again.
But this Titanic won't sink.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let's head straight for that iceberg.
Hell
you know?
yeah.
It's depressing. And I think what makes us good people are not necessarily our thoughts, but how we act upon those thoughts. We're a complex species and we're built with biases and judgments. And as much as we want to be PC and say we don't have judgment or bias, it exists, but it is up to our complex brains to make the decisions and to be like, okay, even though I have this urge to feel this way, I'm not going to do it because this is what betters society. And that's what separates us as a more complex species rather than, you know.
And it's interesting too because it's like, you know, sorry, I've just been like super deep diving into sociology and shit.
This is great.
But like as much as like, you know, we've like a lot of past like cultures and just societies have been brought up to just be like such a main part of like the counterculture or just like what's like not to, you know, be the current like status quo or whatsoever has been more of just like, you know, like now's the time to actually come together like as you know, as to unite as like humans,
as a race,
as a, you know, as a just one human race and, you know, actually, you know, like be, you know, more open with each other and more clairvoyant and transparent and, you know, kind of bring each other together more in that aspect and then instead of trying to like split each other apart.
For sure. And I think the age of the organic human is dead. We are now a semi-cybernetic, semi-organic organism
for sure.
that we've never experienced before. Right. And so how did they adapt to clean water? How did they adapt to fire? How did humans adapt to, you know what I mean? Building houses. These are all tentpole technologies that change the way humans live for the rest of their lives. The internet and computers and electricity is that very thing. And we've only had it for
super. Yeah. No, like talking to like my grandma about it, she's just like, it's like, I feel bad because she feels like so overwhelmed with like her phone And it's just like she like stares at it like, oh my god, like, and she just gets immediately frustrated. And I'm like, dude, I totally feel you. Like, 10 years ago, that's like, I feel like that was me, like with phones, but like now it's just like you kind of need it in order to like, you know, because it's a lot of integral part of like all of our lives now, as far as just like
society.
Yeah, like organizing yourself, you know, even like keeping track of your own damn health, you know.
Yeah.
And
Your
shit
job
like that.
sends
So,
you your applications and resumes.
your schedule.
Your schedule.
So it's weird, like seeing like, you know, older generations. Like it's sad to see like them struggle, but like the technology is getting better for it to be easier for.
I don't understand why they fucking struggle. They taught us how to use the fucking internet,
right?
And the iPhone has no fucking buttons. It's all right fucking there. Just open your goddamn eyes, boomers. Look how it fucking says. Read a fucking manual. Go on fucking YouTube that you're on all the goddamn time. Type in how do I use my iPhone, and you'll learn how to fucking do, because that's what we all fucking do.
No.
We Google that shit, dude. No, I have no fucking sympathy for them. I have no fucking sympathy for them. If they really wanted to make this world a fucking easier, better place, then they should have not been fucking making dick pills and try to fix the ozone layer. And instead, they're out here confused because now we have cell phones and they're scary.
They grew up on typewriters.
Fuck that.
And
Typewriters are way more complicated.
Having to write cursive in order to like actually be able to turn an essay or anything. So it's funny how like we've adapted.
And so they want us to be as difficult.
As the years goes on.
Well, I think that we grew up in a sweet pocket because we are right in the middle, where we grew up as kids without technology like that, so we understand what it is and what it means to communicate without a screen in our faces at all times, or how to gather information from a collection of papers as opposed to scrolling on your screen. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's like another huge cultural like division between Gen X and Gen Z, because Gen Z like that all they've known is just like technology being in the palm of your hands, as opposed to like as opposed to us being like, oh, we were outside like throwing rocks at shit and like literally kicking rocks and
hurting
like,
ourselves,
like
figuring out
getting
things.
Wrestling and like getting into fights and shit and doing stupid things and so
I like this. A big reason as to why I like podcasting is that it is that perfect mix of technology. This platform allows us to have deep communication like this, as opposed to like kids nowadays that don't podcast, or like even people our age that don't podcast. Like we could be hanging out and I'll just be scrolling down IG, but this, in a way, it not forces us. Not saying that this is without this we wouldn't have conversations like this, but it definitely makes it easier.
Yeah. That's true.
We're definitely showing other people that we're this smart to have this kind of conversation. That's for sure.
Or this dumb. Sometimes like I'll be editing this and I'll be like, fuck, that's we were saying things completely wrong, but it's okay.
That's just
I brought something. Greg is an old friend of ours.
Yes.
He's been a friend of ours since he's been a friend of mine since middle school and a friend of Christian since high school. I brought my senior scrapbook because in here is a letter that and Christian, you have one as well?
I do.
We have in here is a letter that we wrote to ourselves 10 years in the future, and guess what, guys?
Dude, I don't even know if I have mine anymore.
It's now been 10 years in the future.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
So,
just about.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
I'm going to grab the letter. Do you want to take a second and grab your letter while I get mine?
Yeah, it's right next to Greg. Greg, can you hand me my scrapbook, please?
Let's see. I got some great photos in here of just me and some old friends.
I don't know. I think my mom has my scrapbook in a storage.
If you can see this, these are drawings that third graders made for me because I helped teach the third grade class.
That's hella funny.
Let's see. Where
I honestly probably barely worked in mine because
Didn't we all have the same English class?
No, Greg didn't have it.
Oh.
No, I wasn't as cool as you guys. I was in the dumb English class.
No, I don't think we were.
We were in a dumb English class.
Yeah.
But we made our English class.
Which is funny thinking about.
You know, I know that you don't have yours physically with you right now, and that's our fault for not preparing to tell you.
No, that's fine.
But do you have like any ounce of idea of what you might have written down?
Dude, I probably wrote down like eat shit, go fuck yourself.
To yourself?
Probably, I don't know.
These are letters to ourselves, and you would have written that to yourself?
Probably.
Eat shit, go fuck yourself? For such a sweet dude, you gotta love yourself a little more, buddy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
now.
I do, yeah. At the time, though, it was just, I had a very, like, nihilistic, very, like, doomy attitude towards, like,
really?
my personal future and myself, so. But
I'm gonna grab a little bit of a refill. Would you like some?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, go ahead and start reading your letter.
All right, so this is mine. For those of you that never had the opportunity to write, make a senior scrapbook or write a letter to yourselves in the future for 10 years, this is what I wrote. I haven't read this.
Is it in cursive?
It is not in cursive, but it is in slanted print, which I'm actually proud of.
Yeah.
Being
You
a
have very-
17-year-old.
Very nice
really
handwriting.
good.
For
Really
having
good
sausage
handwriting.
fingers and like holding a thin pen, I think I did okay.
I still have like the same handwriting since I was in 5th grade, so it's
Me
just
Really?
really choppy,
too.
like really goofy, like kind of
Like
bubbly-ish.
that?
Yeah, kind of just like
I've never heard of someone describe their penmanship as goofy.
yeah, it's just like Goofy would have written it. Like yeah,
I mean, especially if you're writing shit like "eat shit, go fuck yourself." I don't think I can take it seriously if it's goofy handwriting. Go eat shit, go fuck yourself.
Golly.
Okay,
Does Goofy say golly?
dear Christian Baltazar, I was very professional
Look
with
at you.
myself.
First and last name.
First and last name, like I would have fucking forgot.
First of all, yours is a couple of pages. I think mine's only one page.
Really? All right, well, gather down. This is about to be longer than the runtime of Forrest Gump.
oh god.
Robert Zemeckis' longest film.
Did you just write on only like one side of each page too?
Yes,
You
I
are
did.
So
His-
fucking professional.
His whole scrapbook is
Holy
done
shit.
handwritten. All of mine is printed and pictures and like stickers. His is all hand done.
Oh, I probably just have a bunch of drawings in mine too. Honestly.
Wow, I bought mine. Is that cheating that I bought stuff from mine?
No, I bought some
No.
stuff from Michael's, the craft store, and like for sure, mine's pretty, but that's
Pretty
because
pretty?
my mom also like forced me to make it pretty because she knew this day would come.
Oh yeah. Oh,
All
sorry.
right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Dear Christian Baltazar, my life is pretty great right now. The family is happy. I've been hanging out a lot, but at the same time, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm
Keep
gonna.
going. Don't stop. Don't stop.
I've been hanging out a lot, but at the same time, I've been really stressed out from all of these final projects that just happened to be due within the same 2 weeks. Am I
You're
okay?
like
I'm writing as my kids. Okay.
you're like confessing to yourself here.
Yes, I guess I was stressed during
Don't
finals.
read too much. Don't read. Just keep read
All
it. Read it forward.
Other than that, though, life recently has been a blast.
Yes.
Having chill time / bro time with Fob Patrol, shout out.
Oh.
And Otis
Hell
has
yeah.
been real fun.
Oh, shit.
And having random weekends with SLC
Yay!
and friends has been hilarious. The Powder Puff game was today, but me, Greg, and Andrew, because we were in band, didn't perform in it at all because of band awards, which we didn't get back home from till about 11 p.m. This is too specific.
In case you forget.
It's okay, though, because we still were able to go to school in our sexy uniforms. There were perverts.
So
there
sexy.
were perverts everywhere checking us out.
Nice.
Oh, and we also get to perform in the rally Friday. But on a sadder note, unfortunately, I don't want to read this.
Say
next
it.
thing.
Say it.
I don't want to read
Christian,
this.
come on.
Oh,
Christian,
fuck,
come
dude.
on.
He's already started.
All right.
But on a Saturday note.
But on a sadder note, unfortunately, Amara and I still aren't talking at the moment. This
Oh,
is so
no.
embarrassing.
It's fine. It's fine. It's 10 years ago. The statute of limitations is over.
It's been It's been over 4 weeks now since we haven't really been friends, which breaks my heart. But what else am I to do? Exclamation point? Question mark. She's been oh my
Keep going,
this is
keep going.
So personal.
Keep going,
emotional.
keep going.
Oh,
You
this
really
is
made
so emo.
emotional.
This is insane. I did not
lot
expect
more.
this. I did not expect
Damn.
because mine's not this emotional at all.
Oh my
We should
God.
have saved yours for second.
I should have gone last.
You should have gone second.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
100% should have gone second.
Okay.
going.
Shit, dude.
You haven't talked for 4 weeks.
She's been confusing me and playing with my heart for months now. Exclamation point. This is fucked up, dude. I
Hey,
don't think
I'll read my diary on air. I have my diaries just like this. Don't
Why did
worry.
I write this? Oh my god.
Please don't. You have to keep going. You have to keep going.
I'm sick of it.
Please.
Sorry, what'd you say, Greg?
No, just please keep
I'm
going.
sick of it.
I'm sick of it. All I want to know is if she likes me or not, and that's that. But even though we've been through all this crap, I guess deep down inside I still have feelings for her. ... This is well, that's enough about Amara. That's what it says. That's not me. That's what I'm thinking right now. This is the only thing I agree with Christian 10 years ago. Him writing, well, that's enough about Amara, because enough's enough. Let's talk about another subject. I'm graduating, and it's a bittersweet feeling I've got to tell you. It's sad knowing that eventually the time will come when I'll have to say goodbye to friends, new and old. Ty and Greg are going to Santa Cruz. Otis is leaving for the Army in less than a month. SLC is dispersing. Me and Alan are going to DVC together for a year, which is cool. But after that year is up, bam, I'm moving down to LA with Alex Middleton, Austin Scott, and Greg Salais.
Oh, shit.
How's that going, guys?
Right.
We are killing it in LA.
Plan.
Yeah,
That's
we are
funny.
totally killing it in LA right now.
That's too funny.
Oh, shit.
At least one of us went down there to LA.
Yeah. Greg, you've been there a few times for Disneyland, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be
That's
real
it.
fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm for sure going to be leaving friends and family for a couple of years with some visits here and there. It's going to be hard, but whoever said life is easy? This is so dramatic. Having to leave.
But it's not incorrect, though.
Yeah, having to leave Fob Patrol, George, Austin, and Alex, SLC, and all of my best buds, even Amon and Carlos. Honestly, I love these guys, and the time is eventually going to come when I have to man up and leave. Oh, and I'm going to miss Jason, too. Love him. Forgot to write that down.
Oh, Jason.
Sam
Did you make that up right now?
No, it says that. It literally says that. I wrote in pen, so I couldn't go back. Sam Ullman and Max, you two are crazy, but I love you. I'm going to miss doing improv here. The marching band, all the silliness and giggles we've had together, but it's time to move on. I'm going to have to say bye to Maddie, too. Love that girl. Life is great right now, and hopefully it stays that way with loving family and friends. We'll see, though. We'll just have to wait.
That's too funny.
See you in 10 years, buddy.
Wow.
That's beautiful. That was beautiful.
2011. Love Christian.
That's
Balthazar.
incredible, Christian. That's such
That's
an
cute.
incredible. Honestly, okay, look, you're harping on yourself right now, but honestly, that's the best kind of letter you could write to yourself 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like you are exactly in the moment. You were so much so that it brought back the exact emotions you were feeling when you were writing it.
It's funny that like we had like such grand expectations,
Ugh.
and then it's just like, you know, like you can't just expect for shit to just magically happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes it falls through, and that's just a part of life, you know.
We're at
Which is
point A,
cool.
we see point B, but we don't see.
You don't
everything
see
in
anything
between.
of the journey in between, and that's the most important part.
Like, would
which
you
is
have thought you had
interesting.
had two kids, two beautiful kids
No.
right now? A loving family?
No,
But
not
you
at
did
all.
think you'd have two ugly kids.
I thought I would have no kids at all at any given
Really?
point. Yeah.
You thought you were going to be a bachelor until you're 40?
Yeah. I thought I was probably, and yeah, I thought I was probably gonna move away somewhere far and just restart a new life. and
LA
some
apparently is
shit.
what we all thought.
Yeah. It's funny. I thought of that, and I was just like, I actually fucking hate LA. I don't know why. I don't know why I was like, hell yeah, LA sounds cool. No.
Yeah,
I
at the
don't-
time, we were all
I
like that.
don't like LA. It gets really fucking hot. It just like
People are shitty as fuck.
people are
A
shitty.
lot of pedophiles.
It's just it's like yeah, the general attitude that everyone has down there is just kind of disgusting. But
It's incredible that we live in the Bay Area, a highly sought after
Right.
location. It's fucking expensive.
and do you,
But-
yeah, well, I mean, the Bay Area just blew up, just if anything, bigger than almost LA became. So
It's a big
almost.
deal.
I mean,
well, for like the tech industry,
Depends on,
and
like, what
everyone
you're
else,
looking
too.
for.
Yeah. So it's like, oh yeah.
But nonetheless, the Bay Area is a beautiful place because we are in the middle of everything. You want to go to the beach, just drive 1 hour this way.
Yeah.
You want to go see the snow, just drive 2 hours this way.
Hella shit happened too in between those times too. That's just like
things that
as
we
far as,
never would
like-
have expected. Definitely not in
like,
high school.
The whole gentrification boom and like everything just
Apple
like
becoming a $1 trillion industry.
dude, yeah, like technology like fucking advanced like times 10 speed forward, and I was like
Crazy.
What?
Exponential.
I just want to say you had a 4-page letter.
Yeah.
Mine is barely half a page.
nice.
And then, Greg, you're going to have to make one up right after you go.
Or just like, or actually, you just give yourself, like, put yourself in where you were 10 years ago, and we'll talk to Greg 10 years ago. That'll be the improv scene. Okay, so first of all, there's a photo of me and Austin at Nations.
Oh, that's cute. That's super cute.
That's not in focus.
That was like that was the spot.
Nations was the spot. In fact,
That was the
I think I remember that day. Dear Alejandro, Jeffrey, Adrian, Mendoza, Middleton.
Pretty good. All your middle names, too.
First off, hi. How are you? It's been a while. 10 years, I think. I'm sorry. That was.
Are you emotional?
No, that's a good line. I thought that was fucking. I think that's funny.
Nice.
I'm funny. I've always been funny. By now, you should be. Oh, now I'm gonna get emotional because this is not happening. Ooh. By now, you should be a full-on actor living in Los Angeles. As your senior self, let me tell you a little bit about you right now. You're 6'1" and 180 pounds. Your skinny jeans and button-up shirts and ties are your favorite things to wear. Nice. Earlier this week, your mom found all your illegal stuff, and now you're in deep shit.
Nice.
At least you can go to your girlfriend's birthday thing tonight. Oh, yeah, you're dating Annabella Di Francesca. And so far, things are going good.
Why did you guys play your...
Right?
So personal. Like, it's just crazy that full names.
My current relationship status, you know.
Now I get how you felt. Now I understand why you were struggling.
Yeah, dude. At least you dated the girl.
Your two best friends right now are Kristen Baltazar and Austin Scott. Last night, you did your last show in the PAB. You designed lights for a dance show that you were supposed to have no part in. After 4 years of high school, you have completed all of your goals for high school. You hosted 3 dance shows, acted in 4 musicals, directed 2 plays, acted in 1 play, teched for a play, hosted a talent show, and was captain of your cheer squad for Powder Puff. You were also co-captain of the improv team along with Austin Scott. Call him now.
I guess call him now, man.
You were voted most likely to brighten your day, and you have great hair. Yes, I do. And I think most people at this school like you a lot. I'll call Austin at the end of the letter. Last week, you went to Disneyland for your senior trip. It was spectacular. Nice. You and all your friends had an epic time, and you enjoyed every minute of it. Your favorite TV show right now is How I Met Your Mother, and you watch it with your bromie Juliet, Henry. Life's looking good so far. Hope that your life is all that you wanted it to be. Love always, Alejandro. P.S.
Aww.
Find Christian and Austin. Tell them senior you says hi to future them.
Oh, that's cute.
Senior me says hi to future you.
That's
Hello.
cute.
Hello. Glad you're doing well and you're alive.
It's weird that I thought like we weren't going to talk to each other anymore, but
We just didn't know. It's
Right.
safe to say we just didn't know. But here we are. Let's. You're gonna call Austin now?
I'm going to try. He won't answer. I am almost 1,000,000% positive he won't answer.
Well, do you want to try to just do it at the very end of the episode? I kind of want to. I want to focus on Greg.
Yeah, sure.
We only have Greg for like a very limited amount of time.
No, you're fine.
You know what? Who
Just
cares?
do whatever
No,
you want.
we'll call him and we'll remember.
No.
Greg, remember
Forget
that he
about
has to call Austin Scott.
Oh, okay.
We won't do it. It's stupid.
You better.
Greg, did you like high school?
Yes. I liked me in high school. I didn't like the high school. If that makes any sense.
I'm the opposite. I liked the high school. I hated me in high school.
I liked me. I just didn't like the high school. Thinking back to it, my high school letter probably would have been something like be a fucking nicer person, just stop being a dick. And
But were you a dick though?
I feel like I was a nice person, but I wasn't as like genuine as I definitely thought I probably was. I feel like I had a higher ego than I definitely should have, and probably should have been like a little bit more humble about like, my current situation, and just like focused more on like, I don't know, my family and friends as much. And yeah, probably would have not partied as much. Much partying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you did the right amount. You did a good amount. You did just
I
about
think
right.
we're fine.
Yeah, we all did okay. Look at us now. We're here not living in LA doing a podcast for nobody.
I'm not drooling out my mouth and bleeding through my ears, so I think I have the right amount of brain cells still.
Right.
I didn't party too hard even.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure what that meant.
Partying hard.
Yeah, because I was like that almost through college pretty much too, and as much as like it was fun, like I definitely should have dialed it down a little bit and just focused more on myself. But I mean, I made a lot of friends.
Everybody should focus more on themselves.
That's a mistake that's commonly made within that age range between like 15 and like your early 20s. Like we're busy partying it up, or not really focusing on our future or like taking care of ourselves. But now like we are actively thinking about those around us and like our current situations, and like mental health is a much bigger deal than it was back then to us,
I went through a lot of mental health issues thinking back to it. Just as far as just like dealing with just anxiety which kind of like leads into like the whole like depression kind of gray area-ish. But I definitely like maybe should have I don't know, seen a therapist back then.
For sure.
Or
I think we
probably
all
like definitely. Or definitely just at least like had like more serious talks with people about it instead of just being like, let's just go out, let's fucking go get some alcohol and just fucking, just like, smoke out a car and shit and just, talk about other stupid shit that like is just, I find interesting or something.
But if I can remember correctly, back even at like in my late teens or early 20s, that's how I was trying to spend my day, was like, how can I find a way to hang out with friends right now? Not necessarily do anything productive, as great and wholesome as it is to hang out with my best homies. That's not necessarily everyone's goal nowadays, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because it's like, I hear like a lot of kids, like, especially like around Ryu's age, being all like, oh, I got to think about the future of like the market and shit like that. And just like stressing about like crazy, like weird ass, like dumb shit, like in order to like I'm just trying to focus on being an entrepreneur and shit like that. And just like man, like I'm glad at least I didn't fucking stress about that like dumbass shit back then.
I wanted to be a rock star when I was a kid.
I just wanted to like chill and hang out with my friends and like have a good time. That's like as simple as that, like literally. Otherwise, like I was really distracted with, other things too.
Like what, Greg?
No.
You don't have to say it.
But
that's fine. Like,
really.
Even though we all did dumb shit back then, we were kids, man. And happiness is a subjective thing,
right?
And what I've learned, at least from my father at a very young age, is that like to be happy, a happy life is a simple life.
Yeah,
I say that a lot, but it's true, man.
There's no like complex, math equation to it.
No, not at all.
Which is weird how I thought about that, since you said that, like how I thought about that when I was younger. I definitely thought like very like highly of like how complex like a topic was, but now it's just like, now being a parent too, it's just like, God, dude, it's the simple things that like really make things like a lot easier and better for yourself, mentally, for sure, especially. But and just not filling your mind with just like a bunch of like stupid, silly stressors that usually end up just building up. Instead, just like just not stressing the small things and just like
yes,
time just takes care of itself.
I'm not that stressed out of a person. I'll get stressed in like I'll get super stressed for like 10 minutes and then like I'll chill out. And something that's helped me out with that is whenever I make mistakes or fuck up, I take time to acknowledge that mistake, and then I assess like, how can I learn from this and how can I avoid this in the future? And paired with that is this notion that I only have so much control over certain things.
Yeah. Exactly.
If I'm going to stress out about something, it's about something that I can actively change right now or in the future. But if it's something that had occurred in the past and it is what it is, me stressing out's not going to do much.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's helped out with my own mental health, I know.
Yeah. No, that's how I definitely think about it now too. It's weird. Like I had a hard time dealing with just anxiety in general, like since basically like 13, 14 for some reason. Like as soon as I hit puberty, like my brain was just like fucking, oh shit, like, oh, here comes a fucking math test. Don't shit yourself. Stupid
now
things
I'm
like
shitting
that.
myself.
Honestly, good strategy to get out of a math test.
Just like, I don't know, just like overly thinking about like things like that, and just like having to like fucking like do really good in school, even though I was epically failing, because like the more I like stress out about it, the worse I did in certain things like that. So it's
counterintuitive.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's so ironic how just like how much I overthought about it, and it's just like, oh, man, so many other things I could have done back then that I should have just been like, yo, dude, just chill the fuck out. Like,
it's hard.
I punch myself in the face.
That's what
chill the fuck out.
if
Calm
you
down.
could say
Give me
one
that jacket.
Right? Seriously.
Give me, you're gonna mug yourself from 10 years ago.
I don't have that jacket anymore. I want that jacket now.
Right?
I think if I could see me 10 years ago now, if I could just like walk into like my bedroom in 2011, I could just be like, yo, lose weight. It's not as hard as you think. People will treat you better. You can fit more clothes. Also,
Are you getting closer to you as well?
don't wear. Yes. This is me threatening me from 10 years ago. Yes, I'm also stronger than you now, so I could tell you what to do.
Have a good day.
Yeah, mwah. Kiss him on the forehead. I would also tell me from 10 years ago to not wear a sideways hat.
Right.
How come you guys didn't tell me that looked so goofy?
It looked fine, buddy.
That was the style.
No, I think you
too.
should go back to it.
Okay.
I think honestly, it's your look. You should
Dude,
go back to
I
it.
wore fedoras for a hot minute too, so that's not even that embarrassing.
But like
so.
we said at the beginning of the episode, everything that
phase.
goes on your body just looks good.
Oh, that.
You used to walk around with a raccoon tail sticking out of your asshole.
Yeah, that was a brief trend
10 years?
for a minute.
Well, let's provide context because people that don't understand that phase of
I
fashion
used to
at
be
the
a
time.
furry.
Dude, if you wore a bunny suit and went to orgies, honestly, would not judge.
What if I just showed up to school being like, yeah, what the fuck is up?
This
Fur
is who I
gang?
am now, guys.
What's good? What's popping in my fucking fox hat? And
Yeah.
like,
Greg, it's
and
not
gloves, like,
Halloween.
Yeah, you know what the fuck is going on.
And the next day, the next day, Greg comes in. He's just as quiet as he normally is. And you're like,
Hell
he
yeah.
is so back and forth with his emotions.
What's going on? What's popping? You know,
What's
chilling.
poppin'?
It's a vibe.
So people still say it's a vibe, man. If not,
I don't think they said it back then.
No,
they
it's
say
the
it
same.
way more now.
Because it's a thing now.
It's a California thing for sure, right? Like saying, no, it's a vibe. I'm just trying to catch them vibes, bro.
No, I think it came from "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe."
Oh, you think it came from Kendrick?
I think that's what started it.
Yeah, true.
The Renaissance,
That's
the
definitely-
Renaissance,
That's definitely part of it.
the Renaissance of
Maybe
vibes.
you're onto
Yes.
something. Maybe he was the one. that
Thank
started
you, Greg.
it.
He always just writes me off as an idiot when it's just me and him. You guys want to do an improv scene?
I would love to do
yeah,
an improv scene.
Were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say you seem like you're in the zone. I'll just say, Greg, I just want to preface that I'm so happy to be doing improv with you
Of course.
for the first time in a very
Yes.
long time. Continue.
I'm also happy.
I'm too.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Highly.
You know, I could just put reverb on your actual voice
Well,
when
now-
I edit it.
And now I have to redo it all over
No,
again.
just do it. Okay.
Okay, but can you add the reverb to this one?
Ah, fuck. Okay, yes, I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant. Come on in, class. Come on in. Go ahead and take your seats. Take your seats. What the fuck is that? Christian, what are you wearing?
Oh, I'm a fucking raccoon tail, Mr. Johnson. You ain't with the times? Catch the vibes, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
my
what
god,
were you saying?
Christian, this is how you want to introduce yourself to our foreign exchange student from London?
Yo, what's up, dude? You're from London?
Yeah, you called from Brixton. It's nice to be here. I'm staying with it's nice to your family.
He's staying with me and my family for the
Live
semester.
down
and-
the street. Yeah, it's real nice.
Please, don't give him my address, please,
Oh,
because
sorry.
Yo, dude, what's your name again?
It's Charles.
Charles Smithinson.
All right, Charles Smithinson.
Hello.
My name's C-Tan.
Oh,
His name's Christian.
Yeah.
that's
Christian
cool name.
Baltazar.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a cool name there, bro.
Thank you
Yes,
very
yes.
much.
Christian,
I'm-
would you mind?
That's okay.
I hate to break up the powwow here, but can you guys please take your seats? We are now 10 minutes into class, and this has nothing to do with government or econ.
Okay,
No,
my bad, my
way
bad.
to go hasty.
Goodness, thank you guys.
Sit
Thank you
down,
so
mate.
much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to class. Before we left yesterday, we were talking about the increased inflation of America.
Yo, Charles.
If you think about it.
Yo, Charles. What you doing after school, man?
I don't actually know what's go about town or whether or not I want to whether cookies do.
All right, I'm gonna act like I understood what you said, but you can come to my place, 6 p.m., throwing a big ass powwow party.
And what do you think, Christian? What is the answer?
It's fucking,
Please,
supply and
language.
demand, dude.
Don't call me dude, Christian. We've talked about this.
All right, my bad, G. Okay, it's supply and demand because with the market, there's inflation and there's different types of currencies across the world. Do you see?
It's economics.
Christian, the question was, what is the date? The answer is July 4th.
Okay, yeah, okay. Fuck this class. Yo, Charles.
Language.
6 p.m. Cut to my house. We're hanging out with Charles.
Christian, do you or your friends want any juice? I made juice.
Mom, you know that's high in fructose syrup?
No, I made it. It's fresh orange juice.
That's a damn lie. We ain't got no
I'll take a
juice.
juice.
It's concentrate.
Send me a juice, why not?
Yo,
Oh, that's a nice accent. Where are you from, little boy?
I'm from Britain's down in the north.
yo, Mom, this is Charles. You guys will get along because y'all both not from
Hey,
here.
boy.
Hi, Charles.
I'll take a juice.
Yeah, have a juice.
Oh,
Here, son, why don't you go take these upstairs and wash those dishes?
Okay,
Charles, tell me more about England.
cut to my bedroom. Sorry, Charles, when we're the cool kids that we jump on beds. We like to jump on beds. Now, please have a seat.
It's a pretty cool time here. I see you both teenagers, they don't care shit. I thought it's really cool, yeah.
All right, I think I got 2 words from that. Teenagers and cool. Okay, I see you eyeing Kelsey. I got you, bro.
Oh, I think she's pretty cool, bro. Oh, I thought she was with my hair before. And I thought she's more nice.
Yeah, she's real nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to call her up right now because your boy got her digits. And I think, okay, I'm going to feed you lines that work here in
I'm
the
pretty
States.
nervous. No, you don't talk about
That's fine.
I'm not really talking girls a lot of the time.
That's fine.
I'm
This
always
is-
talking to boys, but I don't like boys, but also I'll talk to boys.
you went to an all-boys school. I get it.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, here, she's on the line.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is this Charles?
Oh, you talk. Oh, yeah.
What are you
right.
doing calling me on Christian's phone? You're so silly.
I don't know what to say.
I've been meaning to
Yeah,
ask you, Charles. Do you have a date to the winter formal?
so what's the way formal?
You know what? I'll take you. We can go together.
Oh, we'll
Okay.
go together. We're formal.
Cut to the winter formal, and Kelsey and Charles are together.
It's a nice dance floor. I dance.
I don't know how to dance. I've never learned.
I mean, yeah, I still with boys all the time.
This is where all of the couples and lovebirds get down on the floor. It's the last song of the night, and we want you guys to be happy. Thank you, class of 2011.
I think the DJ wants us to have sex.
Oh, it's so Paul. We start going on the floor.
Bottom jeans,
Okay.
jeans,
Oh.
boots
Oh.
on
Oh.
the
Do I grab your
floor,
butt?
on the floor.
I kind of like that.
Oh, this is kind of weird.
Ooh,
I don't know if I feel comfortable
I
with
kind of
this.
feel comfortable.
You know,
What if
I
I got a
don't
little
know.
closer to your
I don't.
face?
Please don't.
And if I give you a little
Please don't.
kiss?
Actually, I don't even know if I even like girls anymore, mate.
What?
I just
What?
want to be real with you.
What?
This is feel really weird. I thought I was going to be, super into this, but
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro.
Cut to the next day. We find out that Charles is actually very into Christian. And Christian's chilling next to the lockers, smacking his gum, and, single strapping his backpack. Yo, dude, what's up?
Oh, I tell you, mate. I was going to say to you, no, you look pretty nice.
Thanks, man. It's Levi's 511s.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute.
Thanks, man.
I just thought, just want to feel and go to a movie sometime, maybe, not.
Fuck yeah.
They're like, oh,
Spider-Man
okay.
3 just came out. I heard it's real good.
Oh, it's right. It's for Tobey Maguire. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen,
He's a
that
cool
is
guy.
the story of how Christian met Chris. Charles.
Charles.
Honestly,
Okay,
what a
scene.
beautiful love story.
Beautiful, dude. Hearing you do a Cockney accent, you're the reason. He's the reason I started doing Cockney accents.
Oh, really?
It's from Greg.
It's your fault then.
This whole thing. Greg and I will do a 1 minute improv scene of us being two cockneys looking for a taxi. It's over there. It's over there. There's the taxi.
Oh,
She.
oh.
Where's the taxi?
That's all we would say. We'd just say, oh,
It's that fucking taxi just went past us. What are you doing over there? I mean, his Cockney accent is a whole nother level.
They're both horrible.
You're telling me if we called it someone from Cockney right now and spoke to them,
From where?
the Cockney.
You mean London?
London, yes.
I just love the idea that it's just like, there are two languages that both speak English, but one can barely understand the other one. So that's why I was like,
You meet somebody from Ireland when they're speaking English, you're just like, I think I know what they're saying.
Dude, honestly, that's method acting because in that actual scenario, don't know if I could understand the person and I'd still be that friendly with them. You're like, yeah, like come on over. We'll feed you an empanada later.
Yeah. No, it's
What?
funny. Who is it was Paul, our foreign exchange student.
Yes, Paul was a foreign exchange student from Germany.
His broken English was like my favorite accent.
So funny.
It was adorable at the same time. It was like, cute. No, you're going to get all the ladies.
But he was an interesting guy because he was super confident.
He's like, I don't fucking care. Loved it. God's so stupid.
It's just so dumb when you do that. Why would you do that?
Fucking Americans.
Oh, hello, sir.
What I don't understand is, what I don't get is why do you?
Oh, hello, sir. Do you want to go to discotheque later?
What? No,
Did Paul ever say that to you?
No.
What? No.
I don't think anyone says discotheque.
I don't think so. I don't do it.
You just wanted to play
I just wanted to play. You know how like you have to say certain things
to get into the
to
accent.
get into the accent.
Yes.
Like for Russian, I have to say vodka.
Oh, mine's why do you always wear black?
Why do always wear black?
Do you know how much you wear black all the time, huh?
That's it. That gets me in the mood. How about
Would you like to go fight bear? I have bear issue in my backyard.
What are you, Borat? Jagalash. It's a Borat.
I don't know.
Greg? You doing
Really bad.
accents is
Super bad.
it's incredible. Honestly, why are we not actually all three of us in LA auditioning?
Our
These
letters
accents.
would be very upset.
Oh
no,
man.
no, Carla like always makes fun of me because I always go up to her and just start like coming up with a
Humping
random
her.
accent.
Oh.
She's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know."
Castlevania.
Just make a yeah.
Castle.
I'm from Transylvania.
Transylvania?
Give me a
Castlevania is like a
drink,
Super
give
Nintendo game.
Hell
I want
yeah.
to suck your blood.
I want to. What do you think gay Dracula sounds like?
I want to suck your dick, is what Dracula would say.
Wanted you to say that on
That's
a
what it
recorded
is.
medium.
Oh, you're right.
Hell no.
It's fine.
Oh, I gotta pee.
No, we'll finish up.
What?
Tune in on Thursday. We watched a great movie. Greg brought us a fantastic movie that I haven't seen in 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Seriously.
We watched a movie called
Not Another Teen Movie.
Hell yeah.
Yes. And so tune in on Thursday.
It's going to be a fun one.
I've been Alejandro.
I've been Christian.
That's been Greg.
I'm great.
Greg, while you go to the bathroom, we're going to try to call Austin.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
we'll see you on Thursday, dude. Thank you so much. Happy fucking birthday once again.
Happy birthday.
This has been an incredible episode.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't have asked for a better birthday present for you. That doesn't make any sense.
It's a good birthday present for me too.
This is the best present we could have given you.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
That's what you just said.
I love it.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Okay, anyway,
Appreciate it.
go ahead, use the bathroom. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Let's try to call Austin Scott.
He's not going to answer.
He might, dude. Are you FaceTiming or calling?
I'm calling. Should I FaceTime?
Hit both. Yeah, sure, FaceTime. I want to see his face.
It's not going to happen.
Who knows? So, for some context for you baddies that don't know Austin Scott.
Good sir, Alejandro.
Oh, my God.
shit!
Oh, my God, Austin. We are recording an episode right now, and I didn't think you would answer. This is incredible.
Happening. Oh my God.
Wow. Well,
On the pod.
You're on the podcast. What happened was me and Christian read our letters from our senior year to ourselves 10 years in the future. It's been 10 years. In my letter, I said that I have to call you right now. And so here I am calling you right now.
That is the most, like, meta, trippy shit I've ever heard.
Yes, dude. You know who's also here?
Greg Salais is also here.
He's our guest.
Greg!
He's peeing currently. He's not in the room right now, but thank you for saying that. How are you? How you doing, buddy? We just wanted to, we miss you. We want to say that we love you, and we honestly, I'm so sorry if you hear this episode because I did not think you were going to answer.
I love y'all, and I miss y'all too.
Oh, buddy.
Way too long.
It has. We're going to see you soon, though.
Dude.
You're going to come in, or we're going to kidnap you, whichever happens sooner.
I'll do it.
Okay, I look forward to /dread.
Yes, that's exactly what we want.
Yes, I'll do it peacefully though.
Looking for.
We will call you or text you off mic when we can actually hang out. But thanks for answering, bro. I didn't think you would.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day, dude.
Oh my God, by far the most famous person we've ever had on the podcast.
Okay.
He doesn't like that.
I'm honored.
We love you, man.
Are you in the?
For an actual episode sometime.
Yes.
Please
Anytime you want, you are more than welcome here. Are you in the city that never sleeps currently, or are you in the land of maple leaves?
I don't know either of those. But
Are you in New York or are you back in Vermont?
I'm in New York.
Okay,
There
okay,
you
good.
go.
Okay, there we
You're
go.
back.
Okay.
For about a month.
Well, good. I'm glad you're back in the city that's the best. But we will text you soon.
Yeah, dude.
We will talk to you, and when you're in town, you give us a call.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Thanks
All
for
right, see you,
answering. Oh
dude.
my God! Oh, Greg says hi.
See you, dude. Bye.
Oh my God! Wow,
All right,
that was
everyone,
crazy.
say bye.
Bye.
Bye.